Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back. Today we're going to do another episode of Relax, Revisit, Remake. And this one's going to be a little bit different. So I hope you enjoy it. I am still in recovery mode, and so I am trying to limit my time at the craft table, but I thought I would do a quick video on remaking one of my collage pieces into something that I can use for my Coastal Marsh journal. I have all three of my signatures prepared and ready to go. So now what I'm doing is working on some more ephemera to put inside. And I came across this collage that I had originally done for Marguerite Miller, which I did for, I know I did it for 2 years. I may have done it for 3. But in that being said, I have a ton of collages that I did for the challenge that I'd like to use some of in my journals because I really like the way they came out. But right now it's just a big book of collages. Does that make sense? So I thought this one was really appropriate for what I'm working on. And I think that I can cut it down and make 2 journaling cards. And so we're going to make 2 journaling cards. And then I'm going to show you kind of a unique tuck to tuck those in. I say unique, but I don't know that anything is unique these days in junk journaling because there are so many great creators out there and there's only so many ideas that you can do. So somebody has probably done this before, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I ran across it in another journal that I had done. And so this is kind of a double remake, I guess. So, the first thing I want to do is determine where I want to cut this in order to make it 2 journaling cards. And this is 8.5 by about 5.5. So it's a good size for a journaling card. So if I were to cut it, I want to make sure that I'm getting it like right in here, I think, because I want this to be, you know, kind of one thought and this to be one thought. So, if I cut it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, sorry, I'm a bit rusty in my thought process here. Alright, so if I cut it here, about there, right at the edge of this, do I want to do that or do I want to come all the way over to here? I think I'll come all the way. If I cut it there, how wide's it gonna be? It's gonna be 4 inches. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to cut it right on the other side of this postal stamp for 1. So let's do that. Oops, sorry. Did I knock you? I knocked my arm. I don't know if it made it shake or not. So if I cut it right there, and I hope this is going to cut it well. It's on, I did these on a, in a sketch pad, so it's pretty thick paper. Oh, I guess I need to peel my prompts off the back. There we go. Alright, so that makes this one 4 1/4. And it makes this one a little over 4 1/4. So let's cut this one so it'll be about the same. It's not much off anyway. There we go. Alright, so now we have 2 cute little journaling cards, and like I said, they're on a thicker, like sketch pad paper, so they're good and sturdy. So I think I want to round the corners to make it look more finished. Gotta love this crocodile rounder. It'll go through anything. And then ink those corners there where I rounded them. Now we have 2 journaling cards, that easy. Now I'll put some, I probably want to put a tab on the top of them. But we'll worry about that in a minute. So now I only have 2 of these and I have 3 signatures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in the first signature and one in the third signature. And then we'll find something else to put in the second signature. So let's find a page. I need a fairly sturdy page because that is quite thick paper. I'm thinking just kind of a plain page. It would look good opposite this little dragonfly, especially since this one has a dragonfly on it. And this is just regular coffee dyed paper. So I think I'll put one here, and then we'll find a place in the other signature. Now, what I want to do is I want to make a tuck that looks like a piece of wood has been just nailed across the page. So I'm going to kind of draw a line here and draw a line kind of that way and that way. And I may cut that with the decal. Can I do both of those? Yeah. I think I'll cut this one with the decal trimmer so it's not a totally straight edge. So I'm just going to go on my marks. Oops. That one needs a little bit more off. Kind of like that. So then, get rid of my little scrappy bits here. This will go just like that. And I could have trimmed that little. Like that. Okay. So we got that far. Now what I want to do is I want to poke 2 holes. If I can find my little tool here. Just gonna poke a couple of holes here. And then a couple of holes here. Just like that. And I'm going to take these little bitty tiny brads, which I hate to work with because one, having nails, it's not easy to work with these, and 2, my fingers and hands don't work as well as they once did. And they're almost impossible to get apart because they're so little. Sometimes I can get them started with the pokey tool. Oh. There we go. 2 more on this one. Make sure I do it on the right side because I'm going to use the lighter color wood on one side and the darker on the other because I think they go better with the journaling cards. Okay, now let's ink it. And then we're going to put it right across here and glue it just on the very ends. And we're going to have a cute little tuck space that looks like we've nailed a piece of wood across there. Or at least that's the illusion that we're going to give. And if you're wondering what happened to my pokey tool, my dog tried to eat it. I think I must have knocked it in the floor at some point. And yeah, she tried to eat it. It's been that way for quite a while. I keep meaning to get me a new one. It's not hurting anything, I don't guess. I put some washi tape on the end of it because it was just all gnarled up. And yeah, she did a number on it. Dang dog. I love her. And she's getting much better, but there was a time when we first got her. She's a rescue. There was a time when we first got her that I think my husband and I both thought we would kill her before we got her under control, because she was chewing up everything. Pillows, blankets, socks, you name it, she was eating it. But she's much better now. She's actually very smart. And love her to bits now. But there was a time where she was not on my good side, for sure. Because she always tried to get, or seemed to get my socks. She never seemed to get my husband's socks. Maybe his smelled too bad for her. Maybe that's why she didn't get his. But she would sneak into the closet where we keep our little laundry basket. And you had to watch her every second. Okay, so now we have our cute little nailed on piece of wood there, and our journal card will now slide right down in there. So I don't know if you guys have seen something like that before, but I think it's kind of cute. And like I said, we need a topper, but I don't know that I have. I could use the same paper, but that's kind of boring. Let me look at my scrap bin. I've got some just a file folder. This color. That color would be okay. It's not very exciting. Oh, I might have sorry, it still takes me a while to turn around and move. Let's use this. This is cardstock actually, but it's made to look like accounting paper. So we can fold that in half. Excuse my reach. But yes, like I said, we are making progress with the neck issue. I just don't want to go backwards and be in that misery. So I'm trying to limit what I do. I still have to sleep pretty much on my back, which is really stinky because I don't sleep on my back. So I'm not resting as well as I would if I could move around, but I'll take it. I would rather be able to lay down, even if it is on my back, than the first couple of nights where I couldn't even do that. So yeah, that'll work. Should we put some like little squiggly bits underneath it, like some cheesecloth or something? No, I don't think so. Y'all are probably yelling, giving me the answer, but I can't hear you, so. All right, pen, go in there. Oop. That wasn't going down good. Actually, I'm glad that came off. That little bit of green down there, just not having a purpose, was actually kind of bothering me. There we go. And we'll slide that down in there. And I might put something on here too, but I don't know what at the moment. So let's do the other one and the other signature. Where did my little clippy go? So this one, see where we want to put it. Let's put it here. Again, this is just coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. I think it's tea dyed. I don't have much coffee dyed because I don't drink coffee and I don't like the smell. So on this side, I know it's crazy that I don't like the smell of coffee, but I don't. I want to use this darker color because I think it goes better. So let me cut a strip off here first. I think I'm going to use this one right here that's got these. Sorry, I know that cutter is so loud. Okay, so this is going to be our strip. And so we want to go this way on this one. Get my pencil and draw my line here. And then here and there. Get my decal trimmer. If y'all could see me working, you'd laugh because it's like I'm not looking for things, I'm just reaching. So I don't have to turn my head too much. Okay, so there is that one. And let's dry fit it, as they used to say in the cabinet business when I was in that business. I was, for those of you that haven't followed me for long, I was a draftsperson for a cabinet company for about 17 years before they went out of business, and then I went into the beer business after that for 20 years. Now I'm retired. Couldn't be happier. And when I say I went into the beer business, I was a database administrator for a beer distributor here in town, Anheuser-Busch, or InBev, as it is now. Okay, let's get 4 more of our little things out here. I'm not even worried about if the colors match or anything like that, because I figure by the time that they've been out in the salty air, they'd be all different colors anyway, right? Be rusty and crusty and all those good things we love. I wonder if that's part of why I like grungy so much and rusty and crusty and all that, is because of growing up in the coastal area where everything was been affected by the salt, and so everything had great patina from being exposed to the elements. Could be. I think mostly I inherited it though, because my mother she loved to junk. So alright, what did I do? Somehow I ripped the other level of that instead of going through it. Okay, let's try that again. Keeping it real here. still did it. Oh, the paper, I guess, was damaged on the back. I'll get it in a minute, folks. There we go. One more. Okay, there we go. Trying to say the whole video is going to be me just trying to get those stupid things in there. Okay, so this one, did I do that wrong? No, I had it this way, didn't I? Okay, so there's that one. Now what kind of topper do we want to put on this one? I don't know that blue will go. Make sure need to glue this down. Don't want to lose the buggy's leg. Oh, let it glue before you try to stick it back down in there. We'll go just like that. What did I do with that little blue scrap? Here it is. I don't know that that's enough to do it anyway. Yeah, I guess it'd match. But it may not be enough room. Let's see. Yeah. It'll work. Okay, so we're going to put that one on there. Just like that. Cute. Now you could do bigger ones of the brads if you wanted to, but I didn't want to weight the page down too much because this card is already pretty heavy. And you could also, this is pretty heavy cardstock, So, you know, if you're going to do something like this, pay attention to the weight of what you're going to put behind there and your strip, because you want those to be at least kind of the same weight so that you're not putting too much strain on this little strip, because that's all you've got. It's not like you have a whole pocket or a whole tug. You just got that little strip holding it. So yeah, so there is kind of two remakes. One is the little angled piece, and the other is reusing a collage that you may have made in the past, or any kind of ephemera that you may have used in the past. So that's going to wrap it up for today, I think. How long we've been going? Yeah, a little over half an hour. So I'm going to quit there so I'm not doing too much. And, yeah, we'll find some other piece to go in the middle signature that's similar, so that we can keep them all even as far as ephemera goes. But yeah, I'm loving how this is turning out so far. I just did collages on the front of each of the signatures to give them a little bit of character, and I love the way those turned out. All these bird images and the shell images are from 2 books that I had. So I like how that is coming out so far. And I already have a pretty good stack of ephemera that we were working on the other day. So, I don't know if you guys saw that. That was in my stash, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not. But it's a little pocket, and it's got, it's about star shells, what they call star shells, which are starfish, obviously. So, but I'm not sure about the colors on that one. So, I'm kind of holding that. And then there is our little policy envelope, and here are tags. Did you all see this one? Did we do this one? Or did I do that one separately? We might put this one in the center. That way we'll have a frog in the center spread as well. I know we did these. There's the turtles. Did y'all see the turtles? And then I have this piece. I think we did this with the guest check and the little tags. So we have that piece, and then this is going to be a flip with a pocket. Oh no, just a flip, because I don't want to cover either side of this. So I think I'm just going to make it a flip out. And then here's a little pocket with a card. And then this is one of our original tags we did with the little tab. So yeah, the ephemeras come along, and then we'll be able to put everything together. I still have no idea about my cover, or what I want to do there, but it'll come to me at some point, and probably in the middle of the night when I'm laying on my back and can't sleep. I'm kidding, of course. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back hopefully tomorrow, I'd like to get I saw on Pinterest done this week, but like I said, it's really going to depend on what's going on with the neck, and, you know, if I think I can work up here for a little bit. So, again, thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.